Good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black.
He's that portrait.
Prepare yourself to meet the Headmaster.
The Headmaster.
Fig!
Master.
Nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough! Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I can't wait to explore.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. You do not give up easily, do you? You are undaunted by challenges that lie ahead. And your loyalty to a friend delayed your arrival here this evening. Perhaps you belong in Hufflepuff.
Perhaps I do.
Better be Hufflepuff!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled.
Boo!
Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
What about the feast?
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a 5th year. Might be a bit of work, but I'm sure that's never stopped you before.
It hasn't, Professor.
Now, here we are at the entrance to the Hufflepuff Common Room.
This is the entrance.
Indeed. I will explain what to do, but I hesitate to do it myself as one errant knock leads to being doused in vinegar. Most unpleasant. You must tap the barrel, 2 from the bottom, middle of the 2nd row, in the rhythm of Helga Hufflepuff. Well done. Now go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Just so gorgeous. This whole thing is just so beautiful. I know, like, I'm not probably supposed to be geeking out over the visuals, but oh my goodness. Oh my god, like, look at how beautiful that is. How do I close this? Okay. I had to continue holding it longer than I had been holding it. Like, you can't tell me that that's not gorgeous! The railing over there, all the railing looks like the ancient magic. God, I would love to live here. Anyway. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Look at how gorgeous it was. So pretty. Like, look at that. And the vines. And the textures. Oh my gosh. So beautiful here. Look, the rug's even like all messy.
I did tell you. Dragon manure on your screech snap seedlings. Don't you find it chilly in the greenhouses? It always surprises me how cool it is. I can't memorize 10 magical herbs, let alone 1,000 magical herbs and fungi. Where would you even use them all? It's absurd. Chinese chomping cabbages terrify me. Something about a leafy vegetable with teeth seems extremely unnatural. Almost fainted trying to harvest a pufferpod the other day. Those spores certainly make you dizzy. Makes no sense to me why first years don't study Abyssinian shrivel figs. Why should they escape the torment?
Their conversation doesn't feel like a conversation.
Once, my sister sent me a howler simply because I brought one of her scarves to school with me. She never even wears it. I adore getting owls from back home. My father sends me one almost every week. My family's owl is getting too old. Half of the letters end up in the local pond. My mother always responds to my owls very swiftly. I can't imagine receiving a howler, especially in front of the whole school during a feast. How many owls do you think Hogwarts has? I hope to have an owl of my own one day. It's always so exciting to see the owls come swooping into the Great Hall.
It's like they're kind of having a conversation, but they're not listening to each other, right? They're like, oh, we're on the same page, but we're not gonna, like, have a back and forth.
Can't imagine starting a new school this late. Wonder where they're from.
Does the game ever address that? Am I from, like, a wizarding family, or am I, like, a muggle family? I would assume that I'm from a muggle family because I, like, fully don't know how to do spells and stuff, right? So, like, obviously I'm not from a wizarding family. Unless, like, if you don't get into Hogwarts and you're from a wizarding family, do you just not learn magic? That wouldn't make sense, right? Yeah, that wouldn't make sense at all. Oh my gosh, look at that. Whoa. I love the cauldrons set up as planters. That's gorgeous. That's so fun. The Niffler. Oh, Nifflers. I love a Niffler. Love a Niffler.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
How am I choosing what people to talk to?
Oh, hello. She's awfully regal, isn't she?
Is that your owl?
I don't know who she is. Likely one of the Hufflepuffs around here. Owls choose their own company anyway. Wait, you're the new 5th year. Quite the dramatic entrance you made. Can't imagine wanting to call attention to yourself, especially since everyone will be watching to see how much you already know.
I am a bit concerned. I have a lot of catching up to do.
Indeed. 4 years of
Bitch.
schoolwork is a bit... being that far behind. I'd feel so... inadequate. Of
You
course, presumably, as a hard-working Hufflepuff, you'll prove yourself in no time. I'm hard-working too, as you might suspect. But sometimes I think I should have been a Ravenclaw. I've rather a searing wit. At least people have always told me so. I'm Lenora, by the way. Lenora Everly. Well, mustn't keep you. You've such a lot to do.
So off the bat, I don't like this girl.
Do you really think you should have been in Ravenclaw?
Well, my brothers were. They both work in the ministry now. I suppose you could say that wit runs in the family. My aunt was a Gryffindor, though, and I've always had plenty in common with her. Determination, valor, daring. The old sorting hat was spoiled for choice with me.
Really don't like her off the bat. Now, I say that. Here's the thing. This is such another aside. So the sorting hat quiz on Pottermore. Debatable on its quality. I'll just put that out there, in my opinion. Now, the 4 houses are honestly... anyone can be in any house, and I would believe them. And that's just true. There's definitely houses that some people fit in better, but ultimately, they're crapshoots. You can be anywhere, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm being so rude by eating in the middle of speaking. But the Pottermore quiz, some of the questions are like, what does this have to do with fucking anything? Right? So someone on the internet took every question in Pottermore and turned it into one quiz. Because if you've ever done the Pottermore sorting hat quiz, basically what it does is it asks you, I don't know, let's say, I'll throw a number out there. Let's say they ask you like 6 questions, right? And you answer those 6 questions and then it gives you your house. I don't know how many questions it is, I don't remember. Right? But it's out of like a bucket of 30 maybe questions. And the way they do it is each question has like basically a point ranking system, or my understanding of it is. And based on the number of points that you get for each house, it chooses which house you're in. So like say by the end you have a 33 points in Gryffindor, 78 points in Ravenclaw, something like that, they'll put you in Ravenclaw. Someone on the internet figured out the math system, figured out the way that they score each question, each answer of each question, and took every single question that's used in the Sorting Hat quiz and made one comprehensive test, and you could see like how all 4 of the houses, like your personal percentage in all 4 of the houses. And so before I played the game today, to make sure that I ended up in whatever house that I felt was right for me, because I kind of go between a couple houses. I did that so I could see which one it was like my most house. And when I was super into Harry Potter when I was 13, I'd say it was probably around the time I got into it. I don't know, it was like 10 years ago, right? It's been a while. But around 10 years ago is when I personally got really into Harry Potter. I had watched the movies, I had kind of read the books, but not really. I fully read them, slammed through the books in like a weekend. It was like a whole thing. When I first took the Sorting Hat quiz, I got put into Slytherin. And for a couple years I was like, oh yeah, I'm Slytherin, whatever. And then I got older, and then I retook the test, and I got Hufflepuff. And since then, I've been like, I'm a Hufflepuff, whatever. But a lot of the time when I do the quizzes, I'll get Gryffindor. And I personally don't identify with Gryffindor, and I think it's the way they represented them in the movies specifically and not the books. But the way they represented Gryffindor in the movies made me really not want to identify with Gryffindor. Just because, like, fundamentally, I don't think I'm that vibe. So I personally tend to just go Hufflepuff. On the comprehensive Pottermore quiz, that's not actually through Pottermore, it's through someone else, I got 38% Hufflepuff and 33% Gryffindor. And then, like, the next highest was Ravenclaw, and then it was Slytherin. Like, basically in the 10 years since I was really into Harry Potter, I've gone from being a Slytherin to not at all being a Slytherin. I guess I'm just not very cunning. I'm just kidding. According to the questions on Pottermore, which honestly, like, they're not very good. Respectfully. So, but anyway, I went on that rant to basically say she's being a little bitch, acting like she's all that because she could, like, fit into 3 different houses if she really wanted to. Everyone has at least 2 houses that they fit into. And most people have 3. And everyone could get away with fitting into any house just by saying they're in that house. Because that's, like, they're purposefully crapshoots. The sorting system is... Respectfully, the sorting system's a little bit BS, in my opinion. That's all.
It was nice meeting you, Lenora.
Of course. Adieu.
Adieu. Sorry, I immediately don't like her. What was that? Ooh, kitty kitty.
Arthur's got
You don't need to be
It's all right.
frightened, little cat.
Oh, the poor baby.
I can't quite reach.
Come on, he went that way.
Hope they can catch him. Big castle for a student to get lost in, let alone a cat. I'm sure you'll find your way all right. I mean, it can be a bit overwhelming at first. I still get lost sometimes. Welcome to Hufflepuff, by the way. Really glad to have you in our house. I'm Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Was that your cat?
No, one of the first years, I think. Don't have any pets of my own, unfortunately. My mother doesn't think too highly of them, especially magical ones.
Shame.
I'm sorry to hear that. I think magical beasts are rather incredible.
Best thing about coming to Hogwarts. Nifflers, glumbumbles, bowtruckles. I thought they were only pictures in books before. Well, Dad did bring home a puffskein once. Mum was furious. Anyway, I better go make sure the first years caught that cat. Don't want them to be late on their first day.
Have you ever had a pet, Arthur?
No. My mother's a muggle, and as soon as the puffskein that my dad brought home stuck its tongue up her nose, it went right back to the shop.
Nice meeting you, Arthur. And good luck finding that cat.
Thank you. Try not to get lost in the castle yourself.
I like Arthur. He's fun. And he's a sweetie.
Tried to summon the pepper at dinner last week. So many interesting people.
Oh, Uncle, this doesn't sound like you. Something's wrong. Oh, hello there. You're the new Hufflepuff, yes? I'm Adelaide. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Is everything all right?
Oh, yes. I'm just a bit distracted. Letter from my uncle. So tell me, I've been hearing all sorts of rumors. Were you really nearly gobbled up by a dragon?
If you don't mind, I'd prefer to just forget about it.
Oh dear, it must have been bad. I mean, of course it was. I know I would have been terrified. Sorry. Well, anyway, I imagine you have lots to do. I hope you have a wonderful first day.
That fucking
Are
cat.
you sure everything is all right with your uncle?
Oh, yes. He travels for work, always busy. I'm sure he just wrote it in a rush. Nothing to worry about.
Thank you, Adelaide. Be seeing you.
Of course. And good luck.
Is the new Hufflepuff out of bed yet? Professor Weasley's waiting for them outside the common room.
I should like to retire to a...
I'm getting the impression with the conversations going on that they're pretty much just for like with the idea that you're running past them and not like stopping to listen.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the Headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
I'm coming. Oh,
the guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up. Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says.
Revelio.
House Elf Recipe Book. Rumored to contain some of Helga Hufflepuff's original creations, this book holds a collection of Hogwarts students' favorite recipes over the centuries. Some dishes, like pickled dirigible plums, are likely an acquired taste. Okay. Okay, so challenges, the only way to get level is by collecting those field guide pages. Or to get XP is to get the field guide pages, which is the levels. I'll start reading these out loud. Your field guide tracks your current challenge progress. Select the challenges menu to continue. Collecting your first field guide page unlocked a new challenge category. New challenges you unlock throughout your adventure will appear here. Select field guide pages to continue. Each challenge has tiers. Special rewards unlock at each tier you complete, from appearances to critical upgrades. Rewards must be claimed from the challenges menu. Come back often to collect rewards you have unlocked.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Ooh, map's kind of far away from my main buttons. Okay, we might move that in a sec. Even though M makes sense, I have to move my hand a bit more than I really want to get to it. Hogwarts is divided into two main areas. The left side of the map is where students and professors live. Okay, that's over here. And include the House Common Rooms and the Great Hall. Select the Great Hall region to continue. In this view, you can see the flue flames available in that region. Green flue flames represent flames you have discovered, including your own House Common Room. Gray flue flames reveal the location of undiscovered flue flames. The right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including the Astronomy Tower, Library, and Greenhouses. Professor Weasley has unlocked the Central Hall flue flames for you. Use A and D to rotate the map and fast travel to the Central Hall flue flames with space. Ooh, okay. Cutie. Okay, it says with space, but I could just click it. Interesting.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the Hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Life is so peaceful.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I was told not to tell anyone. If I say there is, you don't think that I'm gonna get into detail, am I? I hope not.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the Headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, And so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
This symbol represents main quests. Completing main quests will further the story, unlock new features, and grant XP. Some quests are locked by spell and/or level requirements. In these cases, you will need to be the required level and/or have the required spell to activate the quest. New spells can be earned by completing professor's assignments or as quest rewards. Track a quest with the right mouse button to continue. Okay, which one do I care about? Well, I have to do both. We'll just do that one because it's closer. Okay.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.